XRP been on a big decline, and we are gonna solve it. And here's how. XRP got a momentum back from 182 to 2.24. Smash that like button, guys, if you haven't already. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Absolutely beautiful.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back, XRP fam. Things have changed, and I just want to show you what I'm looking at. Having a conversation before I traveled to Washington, D.C., baby. I'm so excited, so I'll keep you in the know. But now, about 3 days ago, I remember this scandal. We talked about it. Saturday, right? Coming back from the 180, people were still saying Oscar we're going lower. Nobody knows.
I mean, we could go lower. It depends if Bitcoin holds 100K or not.
Absolutely nobody knows.
I mean, that's true, but there's a lot of traders, a lot of whales that sold 90 million, 100 million.
Macro happened, went fine today as China and the U.S. had a nice conversation. The president, I believe, signed some executive orders. I couldn't be live. But the last couple of hours, they've been okay. We're seeing how...
The issue is I'm worried, like, it's November, December, when people should be selling. But there could be big companies selling XRP. So the next financial year, if you guys didn't know, that's actually a strategy that's been discussed for years. A lot of these companies sell all their XRP because next year, now they are like in minus, and next year they're super profitable, right? Which helps them with the tax. That's what I heard from some of the rumors I read, but there could be a ton of reasons why XRP is down.
The price kind of like consolidated a bit. We're showing the 1 day candle. It's crazy, how we're going back to the level that we had at the beginning of the month. We went to 250, came all the way down in a painful 2-week fallout, basically. But now, here it comes. Like, could we break free, pass in the next levels? Well, everybody, there's only one way to find out, and we have a few days left. So it's going to be exciting. A lot of people are very bullish that December is going to be a different thing. We might see the goodness, right? Plus,
yeah,
I believe tomorrow we have...
I definitely think that would be a big plus. In that sense, like, if XRP could hold above $2, would be a great thing. I definitely agree with that. But until then, we are just kind of waiting at this point for Bitcoin to also hold up. We gotta wait for what happens with Bitcoin as well, not just one single thing.
PPI and then other different indicators, which is gonna be what you and I want to hear from anybody reporting the numbers, right? Because it's gonna help the Fed say, hey, yeah, we should cut right now because we need him to cut. Couple of guys, consider subscribing.
That's another bullish catalyst we have for XRP. Like, if we have this cutting season.
And welcome aboard. I just want to say, man, that this is the reality of crypto. And I've been talking to a lot of people. Back at $3 trillion, let me go ahead and show you right here. Back at $3 trillion, Alcon season indicator 21, extreme fear at 15. Right now, all of these are winning, which is pretty good. I mean, I hold many of them. Pengu, XRP, Sui, right? We got, what else? Pepe, Solana. So I'm happy that we're not collapsing, but just the way it is. Now, this came out hours ago, earlier today, where Franklin is saying, you know what? XRP, a diverse portfolio, we view XRP as a foundational building block.
This is the thing. You gotta kind of have to wait with XRP technology. It's not gonna be instant. But once it's there, it's going to be the first one. So XRP might be building like 5-10 years at this point. So a lot of people are mad with the Bitcoin stuff, with what happened with crypto in general. But I'm not really that worried with XRP. It's just that it really will take a lot more time than people expect. People think it will just pump instantly to $15. No, it's not going to be that easy. It's going to take more and more time, and then we can finally see what goes on from there, right?
Not buying the dip couldn't be me. They Portnoy, he bought a bunch of XRP, a bunch of Bitcoin. I mean, a couple of videos. Let me see if I can find them. If I go to media,
so yeah, obviously they buy the dip if they missed out on like below $1 XRP.
Found it last night.
$2 million of crypto.
About $2 million in crypto. When there's blood in the streets, I'm like a great white shark.
That's good. Like, I like people buying 2 million. The issue is some whales are selling 90 million. So it's a great start, don't get me wrong. But people are expecting $15 suddenly. It's not going to be that easy.
So for some reason, it's not playable. But this guy bought a bunch of XRP and a bunch of other cryptos. So I like that, man, because he's showing up and saying, man, even in the darkness, I'm going in. He bought on the 18th, so somewhere here, right? And he got a lot of heat because he bought it and then the price continued collapsing. But it seems like he got spot. And you get spot, you as long as you hold it and don't sell it, you can still move on and keep making money once the reversal comes.
So 23% gains is super good. But again, can this hold? Because if a whale decides to sell again for 23% gains, maybe he bought at the bottom, he could just sell all the 20%, you know, of his XRP and make like, you know, if he bought 1 million, 2 million of XRP, he could just sell it for $400,000 profit right now. So let that sink in. You know, some of these traders, they do that consistently. They start selling over here. They wait for this big pump, and now they start selling off, right? Until the new cycle hits. That's how big these trades are. But I'm still not too worried about that. I am worried, however, what's going to happen next with XRP is if it can hold above $2. If it drops below, that's going to be very scary. But the technology they're still building, they're, you know, turning from a crypto company into an actual company, which is a huge thing that a lot of people don't talk about. So I will keep you guys updated on that. But it does seem like it has some consolidation right now.
They're 250. So we want it.
This is going to be the hard push. Like 250, that's going to be the hard way to go. So what do you guys think?